Hi, my name is Tusita. Today I'm going to talk about one of the most important topic in this biology lesson. These days, because of the COVID-19 outbreak, a lot of students asking from me viruses, who are they and what they do and how they come. They know about virus. They learn in their syllabus virus, the structure of the virus and some of the viral diseases like acquired immune deficiency syndrome, AIDS, and few other diseases. But interestingly, they don't know much about the viruses behavior and how they are coming and where do they come from. So it's very curious for them. So I thought to post this video to explain how viruses are coming, where they live, and how they're coming into human body. Just to address this question, I would like to show you here there are two ways or places they can come into a human body. So let's say the first place and the second place like this. So first I can tell they're coming from the earth. Just soil, let's say soil. That's from the soil, the earth. And the second one is from another organism. So the viruses are here now. I can show viruses. I just display the virus here. So it just like this. Let's say virus is here and the virus is here. So this virus is coming into the human body. So virus is coming into the human body. That's the second way. So just from the soils, from the earth, microorganisms, and then it's coming from animals. So this is not true for viruses, but could also true for other microorganisms like a bacteria. So now I explain you the first thing. They're coming from the planet Earth and just buried in the soil. So let's look at this one, the beautiful picture here. Just want to show that one. Okay. Okay. This picture is taken from Siberia. It's full of ice and very cold, and the region is can exactly show you this region. It's called Yamal Peninsula, that part. The name Yamal meaning it's the end of the land, because this area is the end of the land. And that's Kara Sea and the Russia and the Siberia here. It's very cold, this region. So why I show this picture, there was a interesting story. It was happened in 2016 August. There was a boy, 12-year-old boy, together with more than 20 people were infected, and suddenly they fell ill and they hospitalized, and the 12-year-old boy died. Later on they realized it just infection due to the Bacillus anthracis. So Bacillus anthracis is cause anthrax. It's called Anthrax disease. So how the Anthrax disease is coming to this region? It just if you look at here the picture again, here the picture again. So it's just like full of snow, buried the soils and covered the soil surface with a lot of snow. So I mean, no one is coming to this area. It's very little bit of not much contaminated place. So if you look at here, the area, the story went 75 years back of the time. So when you go back with the timeline 75 years, there were reindeers, and a lot of reindeers were died in this area due to anthrax. Again, Bacillus anthracis bacteria infected the reindeers and they died. So when the reindeers died, what happened? They just buried inside the ice. So the ice grow, and then The dead animals, they are here, they're buried here. But you know, another phenomenon which I don't want to speak about here, the global warming, maybe some of the ice melting and again expose the carcasses and a little bit of the what is inside them. That's the bacteria. So how they came from the soil now. So here, so they're coming up now. So when the people are really going to some kind of area and they have some activities, so they just sit maybe here and then do some of the activities, it's easy they can get this bacteria into the body. So this explains the point that how this microorganism coming into our body from the soils. So it went actually a little bit more now. Now coming back to some other diseases like smallpox. So smallpox is eradicated from the world and it's caused by a variola virus. But still we think people who got the smallpox and the Siberia region, their dead bodies they are under the frozen ice. And also the smallpox per year, I think that kind of a picture I can show you for smallpox. It's a contagious diseases, widespread skin conditions, and the smallpox. And the next is a swine flu. Now swine flu, this appeared 1920 around, and almost 17 million people died in swine flu, and we believe at least 100 million people infected. So again, we can say this kind of a very cold region, almost when the people died, they buried here, and then still their bodies are frozen stage on the ice, and then inside the ice, and the pathogenic organisms still they can survive inside here. That's a smallpox and the Spanish flu. Now, same way like one of the 14th century, we had a very devastating disease called bubonic plague. So bubonic plague is caused by the bacteria Yersinia pestis, and almost 50 million died due to the bubonic plague. And so we can also assume if that much of people died here, it's easily their bodies are hidden inside this ice, and then some of the organisms they can still hide inside the ice. So we found another bacteria. So this bacteria, it's 8 million years old.